Syria signed an agreement to allow Arab League observers into the country to monitor how the regime's dealing with the unrest. The League had threatened to ask the UN Security Council to take action unless Damascus gave it the green light. Let's talk about this now and its significance and go to Beirut-based political analyst Kamal Wesni, who's joining us on the line from Beirut indeed. Hi there. I mean, it took so long for Damascus to allow observers into the country. What will this step achieve in terms of resolving the conflict in Syria, do you think, now?
Well, obviously, Syria took the brave step today because allowing those observers, Syria said from the beginning, those observers are welcome to see and witness what is taking place in Syria, especially there is terrorists as the Syrian...
Kamal, sorry, if I may stop you, if I may just stop you, you said it took the brave step. Can you outline why you use that term?
Because you have to remember, Syria is independent, has an independent country, has its own sovereignty, and those initiatives by the Arab League, they wanted to infringe in the first place on the sovereignty of Syria, and they threaten Syria and they apply economic sanction and they try to take that file to the UN. The fact that the Syrian was able to amend these initiative to actually to balance with the national security and with the sovereignty of the country, then Syria in front of this huge coalition which actually threatened Syria every day was able to manage and to put a lot of pressure on the Arab League to work the way the Syrian national interests will work.
But at the end of the day, was it not the moves of the Arab League and the heightened international pressure that kind of forced Syria's hand to say, yeah, we'll let these people in finally?
Well, I think the Syrians spoke very clearly. They don't have anything to hide. They let those observers to witness how the weapon smuggling from Turkey, from Lebanon, and from Jordan are coming into the country, and how these weapon infiltration causing those how to feed into those terrorists and how they terrorize certain area in Syria. Today there was a propaganda actually launched by some of the Arab satellite trying to portray different pictures. I was in Syria just 2 days ago. I was in Damascus. There is nothing. When I was there, I went to the cafe, I went to a lot of places. But when you listen to the Arab satellite, then you think there is like a whole war is going on. So there is reality and there is a propaganda. And I think the observer on the ground can testify to some of the facts on the ground, and you don't have to say they're an eyewitness and actually there is somebody invented that eyewitness. So this is in a way the observer, if they coordinate as was requested by the foreign minister, could be an indication and verify the Syrian account that those country who said they want to help Syria, they actually working to destabilize Syria.
Okay. Well, the opposition leaders, let's just talk about what they want. They still say it's not enough. The opposition leaders continue to call for a different type of intervention, a military one. Why are they doing this still?
Well, obviously because they've been terrorizing the country and they've been smuggling weapons, and they've been actually, they feel they lost what they hoped for. They can change the regime in Syria. Today, their dream of changing the regime and collapsing of the regime did not materialize. And I think after 9 months of that international coalition, Western and some Gulf country against Syria, Syria was able to steadfast and prevail over all the obstacle that has been put by these countries. I think there is a map that has been drawn for the Middle East, and they wanted somehow for the regime of Assad to topple because the American got defeated in Iraq and was forced to withdraw from Iraq, and they wanted a regional map that for somehow to please the American and to please the Persian Gulf. And I think the way things are going, It didn't please the Arab Persian Gulf, and it didn't please what they call the opposition, and that's why you see they don't really want it to negotiate.
Okay.
Those opposition, they don't want to negotiate. They want to still continue in the process of instigation and causing instability inside Syria.
Well, we're following this story very closely. Thank you for your thoughts on it and your viewpoint. Beirut-based political analyst Kamal Wezni, thank you.
Thank you.